Hello. I think this is block 26. I'm not, should I say block 26? I mean the 26th of March or whatever month it is now. But I need to confirm the details and I'll make sure the title is correct with the date. I have looked at a couple of videos I've made in the past, the last two videos, just to refresh my mind about the things I'm talking about. And I'm thinking that this project is kind of vague in its implementation, that there isn't a particular focus on what I'm doing. So I hope you appreciate that. This is just basically an update of things I'm thinking about and whatever daily activities are. So, for example, today I haven't done a thing, not a single thing, no exercise, no visit out, nothing at all. Now, I do have an awareness that I know that there is a coronavirus problem. And I'm not sure, but I think it's been a problem for some weeks. I don't know the details. And I think it's affecting the whole of England, not just a section of England, but the whole of England. And I think it's just an amazing problem. And I think it was supposed to have started in China at some point and came to England for some reason. And it can't be just England, it surely must be other countries as well. I just don't know the details, but I do know that we are under some kind of lockdown thing where we can't go out very much or something, or gather in groups or something like that. And it's not really, I'm not really cleared up properly because it's not really affecting my life directly. Because I'm in supported living in basically a studio flat, I'm not going out anywhere, I'm not doing anything, I'm not working or anything. So this problem isn't really affecting me very much. That's partly why I have very limited knowledge of what was going on. But my impression is that the whole country, I can't believe it's the whole of England. Well, the whole of Britain, I suppose. I really don't know. But the idea of people not being allowed to, or rather, not they're being advised to not gather in groups. I don't understand how this can be possible, and I don't understand why it hasn't happened before. What's so unusual about now that this problem's happening? It's really strange, and I'm just wondering how long it will last, and if there's any solution to it. I mean, we're supposed to do social distancing, I think. I'm pretty sure this doesn't affect me very much. I think the people that come in, my support workers, I think they take care of themselves or whatever. So I'm not mixing and mingling with people. So I'm pretty sure I'm not in danger of getting infected by this thing. It's just so amazing to have this problem across the whole of Britain. It's just nuts. And I don't know how we're going to manage it. And can you imagine the cost? Can you imagine being a politician, someone, some kind of administrator, someone in control of something, or a police officer, a senior police officer who has to manage an area or whatever? Can you imagine the conversations that they're having and their worries trying to manage this situation? It's just insane to be doing that job. I don't know what they'll be doing, to be honest. I mean, they don't have any answers any more than we do. I don't know if people are behaving themselves properly and not causing problems for these people. But to be in charge of an area, or to be a police officer or a politician, I just don't see what they can do, and it must be so awful for them. And with people asking them questions all the time when they can't have any answers. So I don't know what this means. I mean, the economic cost must be staggering. I feel very strange. I don't feel like I'm involved in society really. I feel like I'm just a dependent. I feel like a child in a way that nothing is my responsibility. I just eat and sleep and survive. That's basically it. Um, I play Scrabble on my phone and chess as well sometimes. I don't watch TV because my eyes are messed up, and I don't read for the same reason. Life is basically just living, just existing, and I suppose it's frustrating to a degree, but at the same time, I'm so badly affected by this condition, by my brain injury. I don't really miss anything. I don't have any sense of missing something. So I'm not frustrated too much. But I am thinking that I don't know what's going on in the world properly, really. I don't interact with the world at the moment. I'm just isolated, excuse the pronunciation, isolated in this flat, being looked after, and staff come in to give me food and then leave. I'm not having any interaction or conversations with people or therapy or anything like that. I'm just being maintained to be alive, and that's kind of scary. That this is life, and I don't know how long it's been, but I believe it's been a long time, as in many months. I just don't know the details. So it's kind of exhausting, this existence, and worrying about this existence. I really don't know what to do. Um, I simply don't know what my life is. It's just, it feels like it's just on hold. It's a non life, you could say. It's not normal in the slightest. And I'm wondering how I can do anything or make progress. I mean, it's hard to know what to do. Like, for example, I'd normally in the past read books or watch a bit of television and do a lot of stuff on the internet. But now what I'm doing is on my phone for internet. I'm not communicating with people very much. I suppose I could do that more if I wanted to, but I haven't got much to say really because I'm not doing much in my life. So I don't want to be boring people. In fact, I don't want to be boring you either. But I'm doing this to express myself and to try and communicate. And I'm not trying to cause you any grief. But I'm saying, like, I'm talking to you. At the end of the day, I know there's two people that watch this stuff. So, you know, I appreciate your interest in you two people. I am very, what's the word? I'm very confused about the personalities of stars, comedians, actors, singers, whatever. I find it amazing that they can be so productive, so communicative, that they can express themselves so fantastically. Singers in particular, that they can express themselves in their singing so amazingly. It just doesn't make sense how they can do it. And that, they want their millions of pounds or whatever, and they should have it, and it's fine because it's so important in our lives to have these people doing these things. Sorry, someone should step in here. So anyway, I've forgotten where I was because of my condition, and it's hard to remember things. So I don't know how to contribute to the world again properly. I made a video project in the past, a video documentary, that was called ManWomanMyth. And the channel's gone now. I had a YouTube channel for it and a website for it, but those are all gone now. But mirrored copies of the films are still available on YouTube, thanks to some genius men out there that decided to upload the videos again, and I'm so grateful for it. I think it was the charity Justice for Men and Boys. I think it was some people there that did the saving of the documentary. So that's a phenomenal group of people, and such an excellent idea, and so much energy to do a Justice for Men and Boys website. I think it's j4mb.org.uk. So I used to be a computing consultant, an IT consultant, and I used to know so much and understand so much about web technology and computing technology in general. Now I'm so ignorant. I'm just like a normal person again as regards that. I'm wondering if I'll ever achieve proper competence in computing again, if I'll learn what's going on in computing now, because it must be so different now to what I'm used to. Because my computing knowledge, I suppose, is around the 2010 period of time, and it's now 2020, I believe. So the computing must be so different now. It would be amazing to get it back up to speed with how computing operates now. And I'm hoping that I actually can. I think I'm 46 now. I hope that my brain works well enough to be able to catch up to the way things are now in computing. But I was seriously knowledgeable in computing. This was 10 years ago now. But so I'm hoping that grounding is still relevant and I can catch up again to where we are now. But I know that things must be so different. And one of the things that's on my mind is how I help my children. In times past, I used to be in control of my life, and I used to be knowledgeable in the computing field, and I used to teach Taekwondo. I was settled and accomplished, and I was worthwhile. And I'm wondering how things are now and what life is for me now and how useful I can be in my children's life. I'm not working anymore. I've lost my memory almost entirely. It's very hard to know how I can possibly assist my children. The only thing I know about my children are their names, and that I have children. That's all I know. I don't know what they look like. I don't know where they are. It's just a mystery. So how can I help my children? It's so frustrating to have no clue whatsoever in how to help my children. And for some reason, my mind keeps on going towards thinking about the universe. And I keep thinking how the earth was created and how we came into being. I keep trying to imagine nothing, that there was nothing, and then suddenly stars and planets came into existence. And then this particular planet suddenly developed life. Now, if the universe is infinite, there must be an infinite amount of matter in the universe. So it's not possible for life to have begun just on Earth. That doesn't make sense. But infinity doesn't make sense either. So it's very insane to understand this thing. So I do keep wondering if we're going to meet aliens, I suppose you should call them. I don't know if that will ever happen. And trying to appreciate infinity doesn't make sense either. So it's all very frustrating to not have answers to these things and to not have solutions and to not meet an alien race or whatever. I keep thinking that I don't understand life and what it is and everything. And naturally, I'm thinking about the meaning of life and the origin of life and the destination of life, I suppose. Why life as well. So we're just here living and learning, and we're also destroying ourselves as well. We're polluting so much. We're really spoiling the earth. And that's very frustrating and worrying. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how it can make any difference. And I know that there are billions of us. I can't remember the details, but I think there are billions of us. And possibly, I'm just thinking now, or trying to remember what it is, it might be 7 billion people on Earth. 7 billion. That's so stunning to try and appreciate. And even if it isn't 7 billion, even if it's 4 billion, it doesn't matter. Once you get into the billions, it's just so stunning to think that there's billions of us roaming around on this earth. How can there be enough sustenance, excuse the pronunciation, how can there be enough food for us? It doesn't make sense how the food is produced and then we consume it and then we excrete it into the toilet. It gets flushed away and somehow we get food again. So we're producing lots of waste, but the waste somehow gets managed and we get new food. It really doesn't make sense how food gets recycled in the way it does and we get fresh new food to eat. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but is it right to be killing an animal and eating it? Is it okay to be... Put it this way, if some advanced creature decided that that's the taste of humans and wanted to eat us and started farming us and pulling us aside and killing us and eating us, we wouldn't like that very much. But we do that to pigs and cows and chickens without a second thought. It's just an amazing thing to think. And I am wondering if maybe we are farm animals. Maybe Earth is a farm, and there are aliens that are farming us. And maybe when we die, we don't actually die, but we're consumed, and our spirits are consumed as food. So if you're a chicken or a cow, and you're roaming around, and then suddenly people come and take the other chicken away, your friend, and you never see that chicken again, what would that chicken think? They would have no idea of what was going on. It wouldn't know about farming. It wouldn't know that that chicken would get plucked and then eaten. So maybe we're in the same position. We don't know what happens after death. Of course, I don't think anything happens, but I could be wrong. And I'm thinking that maybe we are farm animals, and Earth is a farm, and we're consumed after we die. It's a very strange thing to think about. But my brain is just wandering at the moment. I'm thinking about all kinds of things. But it is very frustrating because I'm not making much progress. And I don't have solid things to think about. Because life is pretty much just existing. I'm just living. I'm not achieving anything. I'm not working at anything. I'm not doing anything useful. I'm just a patient. And it's incredibly frustrating. I always thought I understood life and I got on with life. It never occurred to me to start thinking why life and what's the purpose, what am I doing. Those things never occurred to me, but that's what I'm thinking about now. It does seem odd to me to think that we would just be something that lived for a while and then passed away. What's the point? Why would it be? So it does give an inclination towards thinking that there is a point, there is a purpose, and life doesn't come to an end with death. It just changes. That feels like it's more believable. There's no basis for it other than wishful thinking, obviously. My phone is showing me some strange icon. I don't know what it is all about. It's probably going to cause a problem. So I hope this video is watchable anyway. I don't know what I was trying to communicate with this, but it's part of my blog, which is a means of me maintaining my sanity and communicating with the world. There's so many things on my mind, but when I'm doing video, then they're not coming to mind properly. So I keep losing my way and knowing what I wanted to talk about. But I will do another one tomorrow, and hopefully I'll do some notes or whatever, so that I can refer to them and know what I want to talk about. But I'm in a situation now where life doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know how I'll make progress in it, basically. And I'm worried mostly about being a father. I have 2 children. I only know their names. I don't know how old they are or where they are or anything. But how can I be involved with the children? How can I teach them things that I've learned in life when I've lost my memory? So what use am I to my children? I might have to face up to the fact that I'm not useful to my children now. I'm hopeful that the things I've learned in my past have become a part of my behaviour now. So I don't have to remember definitively the things that I've done or whatever. My experiences have shaped me, so I am what I've experienced. So maybe I still can be useful, but I do sorely wish that I had proper memory so that I could detail things to them. I suppose part of me is just very happy that I've had children, I've reproduced, I've achieved something in life. I just wish I could be more useful to my children. I'm wondering if I'll ever get to know them again. And I know that even if I get to know them, I'll forget, so I have to record stuff or whatever. But I really want to be involved. I just don't know how to make that happen. I know it's one step at a time, and I need to be focusing on myself now, probably. But I want to kind of do it all.